Stowe Kymmberli, an American and a former employee of Heritage International School, spoke to NTV about 10 days before she was forced out of the country through what immigration termed as arranged departure, allegedly initiated by her former employer, Heritage International School.
I came here as the principal. I was the principal for the school. When it comes to the hiring of staff, it is my responsibility. So therefore, if I choose to hire someone, it should be just that. However, there have been discrepancies where I was told not to hire one, which was a local Ugandan, to choose between two white faces, despite the fact that the local Ugandan had all her qualifications.
Stowe's troubles began when the school owner asked her to assess staff performance and compile a report. In her report, she made what she described as stinging revelations against the school management and demanded action to be taken.
My review was of my director, how I seen him, what he displayed during his time with me. In that review, I stated he shouldn't be there because of X, Y, and Z with this 15-year-old. Then when it came to the HR manager, I stated to her in her review that her discriminatory practices is unjust and should not continue in such a manner.
Stowe says she put her job on the line as she continued to press management to act, but her pleas fell on deaf ears. Instead, the school took action against her by sending her on forced leave. Didn't you resume duty after 1 week?
No, I wasn't able to go back there. The security guard told me that I wasn't supposed to go back to school. Remember, my home is paid for by my school, and my security is paid for by my school.
The school later terminated her contract, claiming she had failed to pass her probation period, a decision she challenged.
I came here May 20th, 24th. My first day was June 1. The letter came on the text message from WhatsApp. Mind you, it was never a letter or official letter. It was a text message, a text call from my director on October 18th.
On December 18th, 2025, Stowe appeared before the Ministry of Gender Tribunal, which had petitioned over her dismissal in alleged cases of abuse at the school. When she returned home after the meeting, she says her house was surrounded by security operatives.
By the time I could react, I had a man who was identified later as Ronald in my bathroom with me while I am naked trying to pull me out. I forcefully told him he must leave.
She was held for 5 days before she was informed that the school had arranged a ticket for her to return to the United States. She instead traveled to China where she spent her Christmas holidays. On December 23, 2025, Stowe paid $50 for a 90-day ordinary visa to Uganda, which was varied from the date of approval. The visa read, "We welcome you to the Pearl of Africa and enjoy your stay while in Uganda." She says she trusted what was written, only to get a shock of her life on December 30th when she traveled to Uganda. Upon landing at Entebbe International Airport, Stowe was denied entry and declared a prohibited immigrant.
She stated that on their visa, they have a right to cancel your visa upon entry and deny you entry based on whatever reasoning they come up with.
NTV also spoke to Simon Peter Mundei, the publicist for the immigrations.
We went ahead and acted on the request, one by cancelling the work permit of Stowe Kymmberli as requested by Heritage International School, because it is Heritage International School that applied for that permit for Stowe Kymmberli. So having lost her job now, it was only in order that the employer requests for cancellation of the same permit.
We sought to establish whether immigration was siding with the owners of the school, whom Stowe accuses of various crimes, including discrimination, sexual assault, and abuse of office.
Well, I do not know about her denial of entry to the country. I will try to find out and see the reasons why she was denied. But my suspicion is that she could have not fulfilled the conditions of visiting the country.
According to Stowe, immigration officers at Entebbe International Airport were aware of her case and made their decision based on guidance from top officials.
It was not the first time that Kymmberli Stowe was being abducted by the security operatives, and she had petitioned several agencies, including the Inspector General of Police, Ministry of Education, Gender and Immigration over this very matter. With the denial by the immigration authorities for her to enter into the country, her pursuit for justice hangs in a balance. And critics are saying that this could set a precedent where some foreign employers, once they fall out with their employees, they could use this very method to get rid of these very victims who once called Uganda their home. Sudhir Yaruhanga, NTV.